Hello and welcome to Baka-Talk, the show where we talk about anime, do weird stuff on the internet, and try to not get canceled. Today I'm joined by Pyrolis,
It's our government importation laws. That's the reason why we can't have anything good from Japan.
and we're canceled. And joined by Weez as well.
Hello, I am Weez.
Legit, you can get JDM in England.
Okay, hang on a second. Hang on a second.
Farther away from
Dude,
Japan than
dude,
America.
Stop. We were just talking. You can't just do that. You can't just jump into something and expect our
can't.
audience to know what you're talking about.
I think I
Here's the
explained
thing.
it quite
We were-
well. Our
no.
government sucks.
Yeah, but we were talking about how weird it is compared to other countries that, like, America seems to have really weird standards or like restrictions on what we can and cannot get from Japan.
It's the importation laws.
Yeah. So like
It's the same with firearms. So like I said, same firearms. You know why you can't get so many firearms unless they're produced in America? They have to have at least 10 parts.
Mhm.
No, they can only have 10 parts that are manufactured in a foreign country. Everything else has to be made in America.
so you couldn't get like a fully built German gun.
Only if it was here before 1982.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Like, it has to be here before 1982. Otherwise, you cannot get it. You have to find a way to... Like, you can get parts kits before it's an actual firearm
Yeah.
from another country, but it has to be Americanized, which basically means you get the same exact parts and swap them out. Like,
Interesting.
for an AK-47, the magazine counts as 3 parts.
Really?
Yep, because you got the body, the spring, and then the thing that holds the bullets.
Ah, interesting. Well, that is weird. Anyways, we were mainly talking about how
Just one magazine can
we-
make my gun at home illegal. Just one.
we were mainly talking about how anime is weirdly not produced, but distributed in
Mhm.
America. Because like I was looking at an anime that's coming out, and for other regions of the world, you can get it on like a couple different streaming platforms, but in America, it's just Crunchyroll.
It's mainly because of we only have we had 3 main distributors.
We
Then
did, and they all got bought
got
up by
bought up,
Crunchyroll, which in a way, in my opinion, is good because back then,
I don't think so, because competition.
but here's the thing, back then, we didn't have, if an anime came out, it's only gonna be on one streaming site.
Mhm.
So you'd have to have all the streaming sites just to watch like the seasonal anime you'd want to watch.
There's still competition.
There is.
High Dive actually has 2 of like the big animes out this season.
Really? Which
Yeah.
ones?
They have the demon or the vampire show.
Really?
Yeah, they
Okay.
have that and Made in Abyss, which is better than all the other garbage that's coming out.
Amazon Prime also has Made in Abyss.
Amazon Prime only has the first season. They don't
Do
have
they?
the second season.
Okay.
Weirdly, they don't have the movie either.
They might get the rights to it. No, I doubt it.
Oh,
So then the other competition they have is just Amazon and Netflix.
Yeah.
personally, I don't think that one platform should have the rights to an anime. I think it should be able to be spread freely.
But that's
to
the
whoever buys
weird
it.
part, at least. I'm not too sure about other countries, but it seems like in other countries you have a couple different ways of watching shows. But in America, if an anime gets licensed by one, you can only watch it on that one site.
I think
Yeah,
it's
they
dumb 'cause that's
generally do that.
essentially a monopoly over that anime.
Yeah, and I don't know. In my opinion, I think it'd make everybody a little bit more money if like they had it on every single site.
It
I
should be
feel
on-
like they pay for it. They're like, hey, if you only license it to us, we'll do this or whatever. We'll pay you extra.
I don't think that should
Probably.
be allowed though,
Pretty sure that's what happens.
I-
And it's fine.
because in my opinion, it shouldn't be who has the most money to get the better anime. How it should be done is who has a good website.
Yeah.
Who has a good website that's easy to navigate to find the anime you're looking for.
Well,
Right.
whoever's going to have a good website is going to have the most money generally.
I don't know. Crunchyroll and Funimation's website were stinky poo poo.
Yeah, and they're not anywhere near as big as Netflix and
You can still make a
Amazon.
simple website and have it run well.
yeah, I mean their website's fine now.
Do I need to show you guys a
PDF
streaming
sucks.
site called Floatplane?
no.
Floatplane is literally made by one YouTuber I watch, and it's better than freaking Netflix.
It's not that hard to
Dang.
make a website.
High
It
Dive.
really isn't.
High Dive's pretty good. They're
High Dive
fine.
is good. I haven't even been on High Dive.
Like, it
They're
doesn't get hard
fine.
until you start getting into like JavaScripting. Even then, once you get that down, you're fine.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just find it weird. Like you even complain a lot of times about
Dude, pirating
like
sites.
manga,
Yeah.
like manga being so hard to find
Oh, yeah,
in America.
it's really hard. They barely ever translate a lot of good manga over to us.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why, because I feel like we're a pretty big market for it.
I think the biggest problem is we've become a bigger market in the last couple years.
Mm.
But before, especially in the 2000s, it was kind of taboo to talk about in America
Mm.
because it was considered like a children. It was either considered porn or a children's show.
To some people, it still is.
I
Yes.
think the a lot of the manga though, they probably won't translate it unless it gets big enough that they feel like it's worth it. Because I know translating it and localizing it is actually like a big job.
Wait a second. High Dive's only $5 a month.
Yep. They're pretty cheap.
There goes $5 a month from Boom. But there's a.
Well, yeah, I didn't know it was this cheap. And what do they have?
I don't want
Hey.
to argue whether or not it's a big job. At the same time, there are people that do this for free.
I know, but they don't do it to the standard that they would make them if they were
They have Gate dubbed,
Ooh,
which
Gate's
I
a
was
good one.
super annoyed that Crunchyroll did not have the dubbed.
Oh, really?
So they have Gate dubbed. So that's
Nice.
one reason to watch.
What kind of
this.
standards do they have to go to?
They're gonna have higher standards for translation and
So
stuff.
far, the light novel for High School DxD has been exactly the way that the light novel.
I
those
know, but they
fandom
go through
translated
way
over.
more people. Like they're gonna have 1 million people check it instead of just like one guy that's
It
just
sounds
gonna
like they're
translate it.
purposely making it harder.
Nah, it's worth it because they have to
The-
check it for
so,
grammar and all that stuff. too.
Usually, a fan translation has 5 people on it. You got the translator, the redrawer, the editor,
Yeah,
typesetter, and then another guy who like checks the grammar. and
yeah, they're
everything.
gonna do that. They're just gonna hire professionals, and it's gonna take longer. But they also have to distribute it physically,
I mean,
and that's a big job too.
that's just printing. That's just paying money to print.
I know, but it's still like they have to get all that stuff set up, and they have to know that there's a market for it, so they're not wasting all their time and money on it. There's a ton of stuff that goes into publishing. It's really like they could self-publish stuff really easily, but like to do it traditionally, which they'll always do, is
And I'd pay a
big job.
mangaka personally to get me my stuff faster. Not gonna lie, I do.
That's why I'm gonna go back to this. I've said this a couple times on the show, but we need like a Patreon
I've said that
for
before.
just like developers of media and stuff. Like you know how a lot of YouTubers they have a Patreon, right?
Yeah.
I think more like anime producers and stuff like that should also have a Patreon.
I pay Patreon for a Minecraft mod I like because I think they do good work.
Yeah.
Until they stop updating the version I use, in which case I'll stop giving them money.
Yeah, I don't know, the stuff traditional media is so different though.
It is.
Like they make pretty good if their thing is popular,
They do.
but it's
But then you also have like there's this one show that came out on Funimation right before they got bought out. I forget what they called it. But it was basically about you know how Lycoris Recoil or Lycoris Recoil I can't even Lycoris Recoil, that's what I'm gonna
yeah,
call it.
Lycoris Recoil.
They have the cafe thing, but then they're also like a secret organization underneath it.
Yeah,
This was like that, but they you know what's the half demon called in Japan? I forget the name. of it.
Oni something.
Oni's just a normal demon.
Yeah. Anyways, it's about half demons.
Yeah.
And this guy, what's the big it's like a giant raccoon.
The
but it's
tanuki?
the tanuki. He's a tanuki. But he's a half tanuki.
Yeah.
So he can transform into a human. Anyways, he runs this detective agency for other like half demons.
Mhm.
And he's also adopting like these orphaned half demon children to help him like do stuff.
Yeah.
It was a really cool story premise. And it only got one
If you
season.
know it, please ease Boom's mind and give us the name.
Yeah, I could probably just Google it.
Well, you're ruining the fan interaction, buddy.
That's why nobody talks to us. But yeah, anyways, it was super good story. But seeing that it didn't do good and
Mhm.
it's like seasonal, I doubt it's ever going to get a season 2.
Yeah, probably not.
So it's like, I don't know. If there was a more direct line to supporting things that you like,
That's true.
to me, I would like that more.
Yeah,
Like if I could be like, I really like this show this season, so I'm going to pay them something.
yeah.
That's why I think like when it comes to streaming websites, instead of paying X amount for everything, you should just pay X amount for the things you want to watch.
That's
Personally.
way more expensive.
It
though.
is, and it's also hard to do.
I don't know, I feel like they could do something like tokens.
Verve tried doing
That
that.
sounds freaking awful.
What do you mean? It's gonna be like going to a Chuck E. Cheese.
Verve tried doing that, or Crunchyroll tried doing that with Verve, where they had a bunch of different like streaming platforms. Like they had Rooster Teeth, they had Crunchyroll, they had Funimation, and you could pay for like if you just wanted Rooster Teeth and Funimation, you could just pay for that on the streaming platform. But then they also had like an overall price, like if you wanted all the channels.
I don't know. I feel like what they could do is be like, well, if you pay $10, you get like X amount of hours.
So like old dial-up internet,
Yeah.
guess.
And then like the
crappy phone plan.
and the stuff that you watch, you get the stuff they watch. That's where your money goes to.
That does make sense.
You know what kind of sounds like? YouTube.
That does sound like YouTube.
Man, yeah,
That is YouTube.
But YouTube
Because-
does commercials. I don't know. YouTube probably does better. Like the people that have YouTube Premium.
No, it sounds like YouTube Premium.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where,
that is
like
what YouTube
whatever
Premium
video you
does.
watch, that's just where your money goes.
That should be how it goes.
That would be a thing that they would figure out if it, because right now I think how it works is it's like, we want your thing on our streaming service. It's like, okay, you're gonna pay us this much money for 2 years or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they pay them that, and then they get it on, and then they see not many people are coming to our streaming service to make it worth paying them this much money for it, so we drop it.
Yeah, you don't renew it, which
Yeah.
is why you lose a lot of the older anime.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like there should be another platform that's just about licensing old anime.
That
I
would
think-
be cool.
I think they should just host them for free and then get revenue for XYZ.
They're kind of doing that on YouTube, where they're putting a lot of older anime on YouTube
Yeah.
for free, and you just have to deal with YouTube ads. Or if you have premium, you can just
Yeah,
watch
then
it.
your money goes to the people. Yes,
Yeah.
I like that. You know.
Well, it doesn't go to the people. It goes to. It's weird.
You're making me hate it now.
Well,
But
it's
it's like-
it's super weird because like unless you're a production platform, if you're an anime studio, you don't really have the means to distribute your own anime.
Well, it's like how Funimation used to let you watch things for free, just deal with the ads.
Yeah.
And I was fine with that. That's how I watched like the first season of JoJo
Mhm.
because I didn't want to download that.
Right. You didn't want to download the weird JoJo stuff.
I didn't
Are you
like.
talking about the first season or
Yeah,
the first
I didn't
part?
like the first season of JoJo. So like, why would I download this? I don't want to remember watching this. Then I watched season 2. I was like, okay, this is pretty radical. I don't mind downloading this.
Yeah, part 2 is so much better than part 1, but they're both good. I like both parts.
Yeah.
The opening of part 1 where he scales JoJo just moves me every time.
Yeah, not me. It's like, why is he screaming JoJo? That makes no sense.
Because it's JoJo.
Then I watched the dog get thrown in a fire. I'm like, yeah, Dio deserves that.
Use a kid.
All right. So we
Didn't
talked about
deserve
this
that.
enough. Let's move on
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Yeah. You
Companies
always
can
say
do
that.
whatever.
You always say that.
I want more JDM. My brother wants a Nissan Skyline. He's not gonna be able to get that for 25 years.
What?
For a JDM or any import vehicles from someplace else, they have to be 25 years old in order for them to get imported here.
No.
Yeah, and then you have to pay like an absurd amount of money to get them
That's
shipped over.
insane.
It's stupid.
Why don't we just go to Japan and drive it home?
Yeah, have
That's
them
a
drive across
great
the water.
idea.
Just put giant skis on it.
No, it's so stupid. They do it. The only reason they do that is to like elevate the American market, but the American market's full of stupid cars.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to buy a Ford. Fords are crap. Even the Americanized Subarus are becoming crap.
Are you saying you don't want a Fiesta?
No,
Oh.
unless it's a 1984 Fiesta, because those things are bad as heck.
What about a Focus?
No,
No, you don't want a Focus?
no. All these American-made cars are just. Do you know how? So
Oh, you want a Yaris?
I do not want a Toyota Yaris, especially on the Americanized. So in the process of them being made in America, first and foremost, the frames are they're not good.
Yeah.
They're not the greatest.
Yeah.
Like the reason why a lot of cars rot out a lot sooner than a lot of the older cars is because it's two thin pieces of metal that they sandwich on top of each other and then do a weld.
Yeah.
The weld usually has gaps in like Michigan, water can get in there and it separates that weld.
Yep.
Breaks that weld, and now you got to rust it out. Your frame's rusted out within like 2 to 3 years of having it around like year round in Michigan.
Yeah. Or you get mine where it's been around for 20 years just fine, and then I get it in the rear end rusts out.
Well, that's because the snow got scooped up into the. If you don't wash your car in Michigan and you got a newer vehicle, your vehicle's not going to last more than 5 years, is my
Yeah,
estimate.
pretty much.
Just because of the low quality metal and the things that they do to cut cost.
Mhm.
And we're not allowed to buy anything better because anything better is overseas, and we're not allowed to do that, despite the fact that most American cars are made overseas anyways.
Or if you go out of state to buy a car,
Mhm.
there's like a good chance that something else is wrong with it.
Yeah.
Or it's also just gonna rust in a couple of years anyways here.
If you're from Michigan and you want to buy a decent car, go to Pennsylvania, New York. They have very strict laws. If they have like a small dent on their vehicle, they're no longer allowed to drive it.
They
So
total it.
They usually sell it for pretty cheap.
Yeah.
But if you
All
bring
right.
it back, it probably will rust in a few years.
Yeah.
You gotta wash it like at least weekly, especially during winter.
Anyways, let's talk about some anime. So, Weez,
Yes.
you watched let me get this right. I'm gonna get this title right. My ex's mom
Wrong.
is okay.
It's
is-
my my mom's ex is it's my stepmom's daughter is my ex.
Right.
And it gave me depression. That's my review of it.
It gave
It
you
was awful.
depression. How does it give you depression?
It was
Because
awful.
he
It was
doesn't have
so
an ex.
boring.
That was the daughter of his stepmom.
It was really boring. I don't know. It's really bad. Don't watch it. I don't have much to say about it. It sucked.
Okay. Well, then you also watched the start of season. No, that was Pyrolis.
I
Pyrolis.
watched-
Yes.
You started watching season 4 of Overlord.
Yes, I did.
What did you think of it so far?
It's pretty good.
Oh, I watched some Overlord too. I'm on season 2. I'm in the
Oh, nice.
Lizard arc.
how's that?
I like the Lizard arc so far more than the whole first season.
yeah.
And
Did
I've
you-
like 3 episodes in.
What was it? Did you get to episode 7? At
No,
14?
not yet. I got to the weird flirty part at the beginning though, where he just like meets. He's like, "I'm on this mission," and it's just like, "Will you marry me?" I'm like, "What the heck?"
That's a little too fast.
This is kind of uncomfortable because of the tail wagging thing, but
till episode.
otherwise, I'm on board. I like the story, even though it's hard to tell the lizard people apart. I think I know
He's
what
a
the
racist.
main character guy is. I think I know the main character. And then, I just made it to the part where they go to the second lizard village guy,
Yeah.
and it's like this big monster thing.
Yeah.
He's like, "We only do stuff by toughness, and we're gonna fight." I don't know. I really like it. Like the bizarre nature of the lizard people were like these weird characters who are like, I only do things by like strength or whatever. Make more sense because they're lizard people. I don't
Yeah.
know. I like it.
Yeah, it sounds cool. It sounds like a classic RPG.
Did you see Mark Zuckerberg in the background with his people?
Yeah.
You can tell by the forehead.
Yeah.
Okay.
If the forehead's 4 foot long, then it's Mark Zuckerberg.
And
Nice.
he's very bad at drinking water.
Nice.
He just drowns himself in the lake trying to drink water.
That's not a death threat. Please don't flag that as a death threat.
No, I didn't. No. I can't say anything on the internet anymore. Good thing this isn't on Facebook.
Yeah.
So
Or else
anyways,
we'd be,
yeah.
or else we'd be getting zucked.
You can't duck the Zuck.
Can't duck the zuck.
So yeah, I'll watch more and I'll catch up on it. That's another show I might make a video
Yeah.
on.
Season
about
4
season four.
is pretty good so far. Some things happened. Not gonna talk too much about it. But Overlord does some overlording and is pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Does he just like boss some people?
Basically, he gets a new fancy robe. Then he goes over paperwork and he's like, I don't understand any of this, but I will sign it anyway. And then they're like, the one that he tries to get some approval papers and he's like, I just asked people some questions. I wanted them to give their honest opinion to me. This one person says that they want us to be a little more like equals. What do you think of that? And then the one succubus lady is like, what? I will behead them now. He's like, no, I told you to say this in confidence. And he's thinking in his mind, oh, I'm the one that did this. I'm the one that did this. I'm the one that did this.
That's great.
Then the succubus lady gets jealous because the 2 kids sit in his lap, and she's like, I don't want to shit in the lap. He's like, they're children. Shut up.
Yeah, I think I saw that clip on Reddit. Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah.
Hey, did Weez,
Yeah.
did you watch The Devil's a Part-Timer season 2 yet?
I haven't.
No, it looks
I'm-
pretty good.
I'm gonna get to it though.
I guess the devil and the hero have a kid.
What?
I guess so.
That's cool.
That's what the clip I saw said.
Oh, they probably adopt somebody.
No, it just looks like their kid.
I watched Isekai
Probably
Oji-san, and it's everything I ever wanted from the manga.
Oh yeah, you did watch
Nice.
that.
It's like scene by scene. Netflix actually did something good for once.
Is it Netflix distributed or
Netflix
produced?
distributed it, I'm pretty sure.
Because it looked like a fully Japanese production.
It is
Yeah.
a full Japanese production.
Okay.
I don't know why Netflix did some good for once. They just have like anime that's good.
But like they did that with the Godzilla one.
Yeah.
Like it's just distributed.
I'm
through
still not
Netflix.
paying them, especially because it's Netflix.
Yeah. Yeah. Although they might get me to subscribe for a little bit to watch Castlevania again.
Just download it.
I'm thinking about it.
If they said that I had I had to pay for every subscription there, but there is one I can pirate from, I'd say Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am not going to give Netflix my money. I'd rather just not watch anime from Netflix if it came down to that.
Yeah, I get that. And Netflix just kind of sucks.
Netflix is, in my honest opinion, evil. Their
Yeah.
policies are bad. After cuties, no more.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense. That was kind of a little too far.
And then like, oh, it's a good film. Just don't judge it by the cover. It's like, what do you mean? It's a bad film. You're rotten people. Get out of here.
Man, if I had the cover saved to my computer and the wrong people saw it, I'd get arrested.
Dude, if you just watched the movie and someone saw you watch the movie, they'd arrest you.
Yeah.
That's like, what if the Netflix did it? And they're like, oh, dang, I can't arrest him now.
It's from a reputable site. All right. Anyways, before we get, I don't know, would we even get canceled for that? Is that like a, I don't know.
I don't think we get canceled for that. They did a bad thing, and then they tried saying it was a good thing.
Yeah.
But it was a bad thing. Like a very bad thing.
Everybody on the internet just argues.
And I'm not gonna. There's no way I'm giving them any form of money after that bad thing.
No.
Unless I'm the one that owns the Netflix. No.
Makes sense. Well, I watched Lycoris Recoil, high season anime, because we suggested it.
I figured you'd like it.
It is amazing. You say you don't like the characters,
Not a big fan.
and I'm kind of mad at you about that because the characters are amazing.
Not a big fan of the characters.
Do they have red hair?
No. They are the blandest characters I've ever seen.
How?
Everyone, okay, just in their character design, they're super bland.
Are they?
They're
bland?
supposed to be like normal people.
I
hold on.
know, but okay, I
Are
gotta,
they blander than a ghoul eating a bologna sandwich from the Walmart?
A ghoul?
what?
Like the sandwich. Like if a ghoul ate a sandwich from the Walmart, does it taste more bland than that?
I
No.
don't know.
They actually have some cool character designs, and the reason why they look bland are they're literally
Look
supposed to
at
be
this.
secret agents.
Look at that.
Yeah, I agree with Weez.
She does look like every black girl
This
ever.
is
Yeah, I agree with Weez.
She's supposed to though.
she's
Why am I
so
defending
bland.
this?
I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with
Her
Weez.
character's bland too. Like she has no. Okay, my problem with the characters is they're very one note. Okay, the one girl.
You're
is a
on
little bit-
episode 4.
The one girl is a little bit more unique, like the other one. I
Mhm.
just find her kind of annoying, I guess. But she's a little more unique. She has some stuff. I feel like she's a little too. I feel like her character's a little bit overboard for me. I wish she was a little bit tamer when she's just like goofing around, because it feels like they're trying to make her cute so you'll like her.
Okay, I
When
kind
the
of get
rest
that.
of it, the rest of her character's really pretty good,
Yeah.
but it's just like she just does things for no reason just to look cute, and it's kind of annoying. The other girl just never says anything and is like, she's so boring. Like I get she wants to go back to like her thing and she's kind of like brainwashed, but like nobody else is like that. It's just her. She's just like, I need to go back to murdering bad people.
Okay, if you think about it though, basically everybody at the headquarters of the secret organization
Yeah.
were like the black girl.
Yeah,
The
but
black-haired
she's
girl,
so
not the
much,
black girl.
She's so
The-
much worse than all of
You're
them.
making this worse for yourself.
I
Like,
am, because
her team member is like, you idiot, gets angry and punches her, and she was just like, that is not logical.
that's true. She is very non-emotional.
And the first thing she does is like break the rules, and
Yeah.
then she goes to the other Lycoris. It's like, how dare you break the rules?
What was it called
This is
again?
not what
Licorice
we are
Shogun?
used for.
Lycoris Recoil.
Oh, Recoil, not
Lycoris,
Shogun.
yeah. Lycoris.
I don't know. I kind of the characters are a little one-dimensional right now. I hope they get better, but the story that's wrapped around the characters is super
I do like the
I
story.
like the story.
The world is super cool.
Yeah, like the idea that Japan is so like devoted to having like a peaceful nation.
Yeah.
That they'll just take orphanage, like just orphan
Yeah.
kids, and like use them as hitman and assassins
Yeah, it's
and
pretty-
stuff. It's an interesting take. It's kind of got that darker themes. Like it's kind of like Made in Abyss.
Yeah.
It's got that happy-go-lucky like happy-go-lucky
Yeah.
like, topping, but everything underneath of it is super dark.
I-
You start thinking about like these literal like high school girls
Yeah,
like, just
it's-
murdering drug dealers and
messed up.
stuff.
I think I just figured out the character arcs just by. So this is the peppy main character.
Yep.
Yep.
This is the silent and cringy black-haired girl.
Yep.
This is the drunk teacher that complains she can't ever get a boyfriend.
Holy crap.
That's pretty close.
Yes.
This is the tsundere lolly.
Yeah.
This is the token black guy.
Okay, he's actually pretty
The
cool.
the black main character guy is amazing.
Okay, let me rephrase this. This is Samuel L. Jackson.
There
He
you
kind
go.
of is. He's like the leader of their like branch,
Yeah.
and everybody calls him Sensei. I think he was like an old time assassin or whatever.
Yeah, I
or
think
something.
so.
But he's like really cool. He's
Okay,
like
so-
that chill dude.
Other than Jackson Sensei, everyone else is bland, unoriginal, and I have found in every single anime.
Oh, by the way, that Lolly,
yeah.
the yellow-haired Lolly,
Yeah.
she was around. She was a hacker from the beginning of the internet.
Yeah.
She's actually over 30 years old.
Okay, it's not my fault that someone took Daru and made him into a lolly. My
That
case is
what
closed.
she is. She's
My-
oh my goodness.
My case is closed.
If you think about it, because in the first episode they were talking about her hacking things.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, this is an old time hacker from the beginning of the internet." And then she you see her
Yeah.
when she comes out of the suitcase because she was hiding in a
Okay.
suitcase. It's a 4-foot lolly girl.
It is really funny how let me think. There's Chisato and
What's you talking about? The black haired girl?
yeah,
Takina.
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 Takina hides behind the suitcase
Yeah.
at one point when they're firing at her, and the squirrel, who's not actually the person, it's the person in the suitcase, is like freaking out, like, "Don't let my suitcase get shot!" Because it's like that's where the person is, and it's so funny.
Well, it was funny though because Chisato is like, you want her to not hide behind the suitcase, but that's the only place she can hide.
Yeah,
There's
like there's
bullets
no
flying
yeah.
around her.
The fight scenes are super freaking cool.
Yeah.
It's
Anyway,
great.
to finish it off, boom, your point is invalid. I've never watched show and I was able to describe every single character other than Samuel L. Jackson.
Okay, I agreed with Weez that the characters are one dimensional, which is why I don't like the old lady that's complaining about she can't get a boyfriend. Because I
Yeah.
hate that in every single show.
She's such a side character. I don't even know why she's in the show.
You know, the main thing
I think
could,
she was in the show just to get shot in the squirrel outfit.
you,
You
want to know how I was able to tell that that's what she did?
She's
The beard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's got the Masato vibes.
They always have a beard.
Yeah.
That character always has a
Really?
beard, sometimes
She's-
glasses.
So far, she's like barely does anything. So.
I thought she was gonna be like the data like hacker person,
yeah,
but then they brought up on the lolly. I
yeah,
was like, why is she there now?
Main character has the peace sign and is smiling. Obviously, main character because different hair color for the
She
most
can
part.
dodge bullets like a bullet time.
yeah.
I don't care. She's
her,
peppy.
Her bullet dodge thing. See,
I've never watched a
The
show.
cool thing about her is when she goes into her fight scenes because she gets
Yes.
really serious.
I do like the fact that she like literally just bandages up the people that get
Yeah,
shot.
that's super
that's
cool.
kinda cool.
She's just like, you
See
better
this pen?
stay still or you're gonna bleed out.
This pen is what showed me that she was the cringy one of the group.
Why is she holding a pen?
Exactly. That's why I know she's the cringy one because I bet she never uses a pen, does she?
I don't remember.
The only time she's gonna use this pen is when she's stabbing someone.
So, let me see if I can open up this full image.
I can tell by the look that she is a tsundere immediately, plus lollies in general tsundere. Then there's the two ribbons on top that
Yeah,
just indicate it further.
She doesn't
She's supposed to have a
do a
rabbit type
lot. She
personality.
has some random things where she hacks and then she's got her like
She's only been in for 2 episodes. though.
yeah.
This is episode 4, guys. You guys are trying to tear apart this anime.
No, I mean,
I've
she's
never watched
fine.
this anime. I'm just
She's-
judging them based on my looks, and so far I am right.
She's fine. The
What is happening?
I would also like to mention that Japan is showing the racism here because Mr. Jackson is right next to some watermelon.
Whoa. What?
Does this occur in the anime as well?
not yet.
No. What?
The moment he picks up a piece of watermelon, I do not doubt this anime will be shut down.
I don't know. Okay, I did want to mention one more thing. I know this is audio only, so it's not going to work for a lot of people. But this, okay, this.
Also, the gun is next to him. That's double
I click
racist.
on it. Okay, yeah. This was the first freaking was it commercial break thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Was this. I'm just like, the heck are they going for? It shows the two main characters naked. One's holding the preppy happy girl's holding a rose or the blood flower from Japan.
Yeah.
And the other one's holding a gun to the main character's face. I'm just like, what?
It's a very cyberpunk thing.
Yeah.
The show is like set in modern day, but it's a slightly like cyberpunkish story. There's a lot of like
Yeah.
hacking and like secret organization that's like keeping the peace and that kind of stuff.
I don't know. I'm excited to see the rest of the show. I do get that the
I am.
characters are one dimensional, but
Yeah.
so far,
I think my problem is they focused a lot on the characters and I just
Yeah.
haven't really liked them. But
well, they
second-
have so much plot that they're trying to fit into the first couple
Yeah.
episodes. Because like
Plot.
the
they actually okay.
The-
Besides for episode 4, there's no fan service.
there isn't really any fan service in episode 4.
There isn't
like,
even like it's just like a
I was kind of
Hollow
surprised.
points aren't red.
those are rubber bullets
Then why do they have a hollow point?
because of rubber bullets.
I don't think rubber bullets have hollow points.
Some rubber bullets do.
Her rubber bullets, dude.
Those rubber bullets do.
Also, communism.
What is
That comes into play
that's
later.
a spoon and a knife.
That's a spoon.
Laying against each other in a communistic fashion.
They had to fill the poster. My God, you are just trying to tear this apart too much. Stop. Stop. Just stop pointing out things about the poster. This is an audio only podcast, anyways.
I don't care. I am proving myself right. Watch the next in 2 episodes, they're gonna fight someone about communism, or they're gonna become communism.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
There's one more point I want to talk about this that I have not really seen people explain in shows like this before. The fact that all of the espionage girls, the hitman girls and stuff, they all wear a schoolgirl's uniform.
Yeah.
To me, and they explain it that they need to basically have some type of camouflage, right?
Yeah,
for
they
their
got to
things.
fit in.
And it makes so much sense that they'd be wearing a uniform like
It
that.
does, yeah.
And it's cool to think about that they're using like the Japanese culture to like fit in like that.
Yeah.
Like
It's actually practical too. Like
It
the
is
show's,
practical.
Show's got some really practical
like the
down to
backpacks that
earth
they're carrying
vibes.
aren't
Yeah.
actual backpacks. Like they hold ammunition and
Yeah,
guns.
it's super cool.
What are you looking at now?
I rest my case.
The random owl. On the
It's an
phone.
owl on a phone.
I rest my case.
Yep, you're right, Pyrolis.
You're totally right. That
you,
owl
you
on the
changed
phone.
everybody's
Just-
mind.
Yeah, that's the main character's phone.
You-
I could tell.
Of
You're like in a
course.
political debate, and one person goes on for like 5 minutes or whatever. Then it's like, "What's your response?" Just like shows a meme picture, and everyone's just like,
No, I just show this
claps.
picture.
Yeah, you just show Lycoris Recoil. Zoom in on the owl phone case. I rest my case, and everyone's like, "Beautiful, I love it."
But anyways, I like the details in the story like that.
Yeah,
I like that the hackers even talk about like they don't show their face that way they can live longer and
yeah,
stuff.
it's pretty cool.
I like the fact that the main villain guy from the dark side organization is like constantly like visiting
Yeah,
their
that is cool.
their
too.
cafe. So like
just like hanging out.
there's always that like okay, this is kind of spoilers, but I don't really give a crap at this point. But the hacker girl, Acorn,
Mhm.
right? She the main bad guy character just tried having her killed.
Yeah,
Came in, was talking about like literally wrapping up some problems he was having, which was referring to killing the hacker.
yeah.
And the hacker's in the closet in the next room.
It seems like,
Like-
that scene is awesome, and
That-
it seems like the guy, because of episode 4, the main guy that's in charge of this thing,
The
is,
sensei.
yeah, is also he knows a little bit more or something. Like he
Yeah,
knows something
something's
about
going
this guy.
on.
So that's kind of interesting too. There's a lot of cool stuff going on. The way that you fix this show, that like the first episode you make it 40 minutes.
Yes, like ReZero.
That would be so much better because you could have Takina,
Yeah.
like her squad getting to the position where they're fighting that like that
Not even
organization
that.
or whatever.
If you legit make it like 40 minutes and just have the first 3 episodes, the Anyways, I'll edit that out. What was I talking about?
Nah, we'll have that in. Oh, the first episode being 45 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
So much better.
So if you take the first 3 episodes, or even the first 4 episodes, make it an hour-long first episode. Just have the first episodes because it puts so much of the world building in that first episode, and then they could have it rest as character building and plot development.
Yeah, I just really wanted more from Takina because she gets kicked out of the thing in the first 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And I just don't care.
That is true.
I don't care about the organization because I don't know anything about it. I don't care about Takina because I know nothing about her.
And it's weird that they explain it more on episode 3.
Yeah, like that, it kind of goes back and starts to explain what's going on. But if the first episode they had her going on a mission, they could start it right as like they're starting to get to the position to fight these guys and get in the standoff. They could show how the one Lycoris got like captured.
Yeah.
And then her deal and her just being like, well, this is what I'm going to do. And then you actually care enough that when she gets kicked out and goes to the other thing, and then you see them start to build their relationship and go on the little mission they did, it would be like more rewarding. And then the third episode where they go back and like fight her original squad, you'd actually care. I didn't even remember who her squad was.
Yeah.
Like episode 3 happened and it was like, oh, this girl's part of the squad. And I'm like, oh, I guess she was. I saw her for like 2 scenes.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I don't care that she's like getting revenge kind of or whatever, like proving herself to her squad.
Well, I'd have to say if they fix the character development in the first couple episodes, I think this show would be like number 1 easily.
Yeah, this show would be so much better with that.
If Call of the Night and Made in Abyss aren't as good as we're thinking they're going to be, then this could probably be number 1 for this season.
Yeah.
Easily.
The hype train's going up. Choo, choo.
I'm really liking this show.
I think it'll get, I feel like it'll get better. The second and third episodes were really good. Especially the second
the
one.
only other show I could think that could be as good is maybe Classroom of the Elite.
Yeah, Classroom of the Elite's pretty good too.
Isekai Oji-san will take it.
I'm pretty sure right now the best is going to be Made in Abyss because it's just in a tier above everything. And then probably Classroom of the Elite, which are both season 2.
I don't know. Call of the Night is really big on social media right now.
I'll definitely have to check it out. But I feel like those are probably going to be the biggest ones. Overlord will be in there somewhere depending on how much you like Overlord.
No, Overlord has been riding like their fan base since season 2, really.
Yeah.
Like it's big and it's good, but I haven't heard like really big things from it since like season 1.
I think generally once a show gets past like season 2 and 3, it starts to be less popular because only the people that are really into the show are going to keep watching it.
Yeah, kind of like
With,
My Hero Academia and stuff.
Yeah, because you don't hear as like there's still a big fan base, which is why it keeps getting new seasons.
And why there's a group dressed up like them every year at Comic-Con.
But like,
and they're all standing in a circle like a cult.
Yeah.
And then there's a few exceptions, like when Attack on Titan gets really good in its 4th season, so a bunch of people catch up.
Yeah.
But most shows, their first, like even Demon Slayer season 2 didn't get as much hype as the first season. Nowhere near.
Okay, so I know a couple episodes back, I rechanged the format of the show and we stopped doing breaks, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's because I didn't see a reason in breaks. But now I see a reason in breaks again, so we're going to start adding breaks again.
What?
Here's the reason why we're going to have breaks, and it's going to be for the audience more than anything.
Cool.
I'm going to start adding in trivia because I liked the game show thing that we did last week. I didn't like the fact I had to pay over $100 for a figurine. But this one won't be as bad because it's going to be like 6 weeks from now or whatever.
Nice.
By the time you guys win anything. But anyways, we're going to start adding in trivia. I'm going to have at least 2 questions an episode. I'm going to tell you guys the questions now. And at the end of break, you guys can't do any Google searching or anything like that. But by the end of we're done with break, when we come back, you're going to have to give your answers.
Okay.
You're going to give your answers by writing them down, though.
Ooh.
And then I will read them off. And yeah, we're going to go by that.
We can send them in the Discord, I guess.
You can send them in the disc. Well, no, we're just going to write them on paper.
Okay.
If that's okay with you guys.
I don't care.
I don't care if they're properly spelled or anything, like if it's supposed to be like whatever.
Yeah.
Just as long, because I don't want you guys to like see each other's answers and be influenced by that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Anyways, each Each answer you get right is going to be 1 point. We're going to go on for every so many episodes, and whoever has the highest amount of points wins something. I have not figured out if I'm going to do like $100 figure again, or I don't know, maybe I'll pay something, but it's going to be something that's coming out of the wallet.
You get an ice cream bar.
You get a quarter.
Yay.
It's gonna depend who wins. If I win, I get $100 figure. If Weez wins, he gets 5 cents.
Anyways, so we're going to go to break time, and then we will be back. So yeah, you guys ready for the questions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Question number 1. In the anime Steins Gate, Okabe Rentaro is a self-proclaimed mad scientist. Like any other mad scientist, he has a catchphrase, El Sai Kangaroo, right?
Yes.
What does that mean? Don't answer that. The meaning of it. So what does that mean? Okay.
So how accurate does it have to be? Just like the gist of it, not like word for word.
Well, it has to be close enough because I actually have answers.
Okay.
If it's close, I'm saying like within 80% accuracy,
Yeah.
I will call it, but we'll kind of see
Okay.
because this is kind of a weird thing. And next question. A common term used among anime watchers is the big 3,
Mm-hmm.
which refers to the big 3 anime.
Yeah.
What does what shows is that referencing?
Oh, I know this one. Thank you, Aromaga Sensei. Let's go.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go to break, and then when we get back from break, I will read off your answers.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, break time.
At time. Freaking go.
And we're back from the break.
We're podcasting now.
We're podcasting.
Yeah, we're doing our thing.
All right. So, everybody that has joined us.
Hey, audience.
Hello.
What do you think the answer was? Let us know in the comments before we read them off.
Yeah, we'll give you 2 seconds to write in the comments.
1, 2. Okay.
Okay, that's fast.
1 Mississippi, 2
You guys are
Mississippi.
fast typewriters, right? So, question number 1 was, what is Okabe Rentaro's catchphrase meaning? So his catchphrase is El Sai Kangaroo. He says it specifically whenever he is done talking on the phone.
Yes.
So I'm going to go with Weez's first because I kind of need confirmation on if this
What
is
I
right or
wrote.
not. Question 1. It means nothing. It sounds like phrases from Latin that mean farewell,
Yeah.
and I can't read the rest.
That mean farewell and stay strong or something along those lines.
Okay, that's what you think it means.
Yes.
Now, Pyrolis just wrote the mind's congruent.
The minds are congruent.
And so the answer is it means something like the minds agree or the mind is congruent,
Nice.
which is supposed to be Latin, but the grammar is incorrect.
Yeah.
So Pyrolis gets that one. And did you remember that they actually explained it in the anime?
Yeah.
Okay. Because they did explain it in the anime.
Yeah, I don't remember.
When he's talking to, I think, Kirisu, she asks what it means, and he just kind of says that it means the mind's congruent.
He says what it means and like drops it.
Yeah, that's about it. It's just like oh, this is what it means. I'm done now.
I'm done now.
Anyways, next one. A common term used among anime watchers is the big 3. What shows does this reference? Now, Pyrolis, you wrote SAO, One Piece, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
Why?
Nice.
Because Aromaga Sensei, I think this was more meaning towards light novelist, but there was SEO, Yu-Gi-Oh, SAO, One Piece, and I couldn't remember the third one, so I just wrote
Okay.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Weez. You wrote Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Bleach.
Yep.
Why?
I don't know. I thought those were the big
I
3.
thought that was the big 3.
I feel like they were at one point.
So the true answer is One Piece.
Yep.
You both got that right. Naruto. Neither of you got that
I wasn't
right.
sure if it was Naruto or
And then Bleach, which you got that right.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes. So I'm gonna have to give that to Weez.
Yay, let's go.
Because
Tied.
he was 90% right.
Can't be
tied if you
strangled though.
Yeah, baby.
So you guys are tied 1 for 1.
That's weird they don't include Dragon Ball. I guess it because it was before the time.
Honestly, I think it's arguable
It's
that
like big
it
three of
is-
90s because I guess
Yeah.
it's the big one, which is Dragon Ball, and then it's the other big three.
That's kind of what people agree on. But
That
yeah,
makes
so
sense.
far most people agree that it's One Piece, Naruto, Bleach,
Bleach. That makes-
because those are the 3 longest running.
yeah,
But and then technically Naruto is like this as well. But technically, Dragon Ball is not. It's not just Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball actually ended, I think, in the early 2000s.
yeah, that's true.
And then Dragon Ball, I think Z.
Dragon Ball original ended in the 90s, I think.
Yeah. So and all that, and they're quite different series too, from what
Yeah.
I know as well. So, but yeah. Anyways, that's the first round of trivia. And then next
Yay.
week we will have some more. So
We're tied. The tension
And-
is high.
through the next, I think we're gonna do like 4 to 6 weeks. I don't want it to go too long because I don't want people to get bored of it. But
Yeah.
we'll go for a while and then we'll go see what happens. But progressively harder questions are gonna come.
Sounds
So
good.
like
That's what
by
you said.
the end of it, it's gonna be like really hard
and
questions.
we're gonna end up with 2 points, like
Just
1
2
point each by the end of it. Just hit
It's
a
kind
tie.
of like that guess that anime opening. We all get like 3 points because we know
Yeah.
Naruto. We know,
I hear beep beep, and I'm like, "That's Mob Psycho."
yeah.
Beep beep.
Okay, well, besides for that, what else do we have to talk about?
This is not a song, it's a sandwich.
How much time do we have left?
Yeah, about 15 minutes.
Okay, I have a news thing, kinda.
Do you?
Yeah.
Nice.
So there was let me find it. The Hunter x Hunter thing, because it's coming back, but nobody really knows for how long. And he tweeted, which he posted a tweet that like kind of vaguely said Hunter x Hunter was coming back,
Yeah.
and he instantly became the biggest manga author on Twitter.
Oh, wow.
He tweeted about he said, "I finished the inking process over pencil drawings for 10 chapters. There may be some fixes though. I'll continue drawing my manuscript for the next 10 chapters. Plus, I'll announce how inking whole chapter is proceeding. I have tons of drafts." So it sounds like he's actually getting some work done. He had a bunch of like physical things where like he couldn't even sit in a chair. So that's why he couldn't write anything
Yeah.
for the last like 5 years or whatever it has been. So he's mentioned that he can now like sit in a chair upright. So he's made improvements and wants to finish the story.
He's just writing with his mouth.
Yeah.
With his hands, just using
So-
his mouth.
What a kid.
So this is the guy that started the Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, he
Okay.
wrote Hunter x Hunter and he wrote Yu Yu Hakusho, I believe.
Okay, because the way you made it sound, you said the guy that is starting up Hunter x Hunter again.
Yeah,
it
like
kind of
he-
made
he-
it sound like it was a new guy.
Yeah, no, he's
taking up the-
returning
Okay,
to his work.
Cool.
Yeah.
nice. Well, I know it's dark, but I honestly wonder if a lot of these people that went on hiatus and then all of a sudden came off a hiatus saw the creative like berserk.
Yeah.
Just like
That's probably part of it.
I
Is they
kinda
want to
wonder.
they're getting old and they want to finish their story before they die.
Yeah. Although some of them aren't even that old. They're like 50s,
Yeah.
which
But like
I don't
the guy who wrote Yu-Gi-Oh died in a boating accident.
yeah.
Really weird. I guess he was like snorkeling, but he went alone, which is a bad idea.
And then the illustrator or the artist for Solo Leveling,
Mhm.
he passed
Oh
away.
yeah, I saw that.
That's
too.
another thing. So it's kind of sad news, but there's a lot of deaths, unfortunately, in the community.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're big ones too. It's not
they
just,
were
like-
big ones, and I'm wondering what's going to happen with Solo Leveling because I read the first volume when it came into paper.
Yeah,
it was really good. And
I know-
the art was good. Too.
yeah. The artist isn't who wrote the story, so the story
No.
author's still alive, but the guy who made the art,
So I'm wondering
isn't,
how the
so-
art's going to change.
yeah,
If they're gonna, I don't know. I don't know how they have it written out either as well. I know a lot of webtoon type things are they're kind of far ahead,
yeah.
so I don't know. Anyways, so that's some news. What else we got? We talked about anime. We filled that quota. I started trivia. We fulfilled that quota.
Yep.
We talked about the JDM, the quota that we didn't have, but we filled it.
Yeah, we talked about ridiculous imports. We filled that quota.
My brother just wants a Skyline. That's all he wants.
We complained about the anime streaming system. That's our quota for the month.
Yep.
What else we got? I don't know. What you guys been up to?
Well, me and our friend the Grim Reaper, we're gonna be getting some cars to refurbish.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
Nice.
a Nissan Datsun
Okay.
280Z, which stock it can go at least 150.
Yeah.
It's rear-wheel drive, and then a Subaru XT.
Nice.
They're both like 80s.
Yeah.
The XT is all-wheel drive. Stock goes 120.
Now, what do you mean refurbished? Do you mean like a lot of mechanical or just
We're
body?
getting 4 cars,
Mhm.
2 of each.
Mhm.
As long as everything goes right, we'll get 4 cars, 2 of each. One for parts car, the other for refurbishment.
Okay.
Like they need to be repainted,
Mhm.
reworked on. The engine probably going to be rebuilt.
So who's got dibs on what?
Grim Reaper wants the Datsun. I want the XT.
Okay.
But we'll probably just share them. Like if I want to take the Datsun out for a day, I can take the Datsun out for a day.
Are you guys making these into like rally drift cars, or are you guys making
It's a possibility.
okay. Instead of like daily drivers?
It's a the XT gets better gas mileage than my. than
That's
my
kind of what I
car.
was thinking.
So,
Both of those kind of get better gas mileage.
not the Datsun.
Datsun
No. Do you know what the 280Z's Datsun is?
sounds familiar, but I could have swore it's more of
It's
a.
a pretty rare car. I mean, it's not the rarest of the rare, but it's still
Yeah.
pretty rare. This thing, like I said, it can go at least 150 without too much work to it.
280Z
It's a pretty nice vehicle.
Datsun. Oh, it's a 280ZX Datsun. Oh,
Yeah, it's a Nissan.
Dude, you're getting a Bond car.
I don't think it's the Bond car, but
It's
something
like a
that.
Bond
Yeah,
car.
it looks like it. Yeah.
It looks like a Bond car. That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, this has to have better gas. Well, it's an 80s car.
He
so
wants to
yeah.
paint that silver. I want to paint mine blue.
Are they manuals?
Yeah.
Nice. And then what was the other one you're getting?
The Subaru XT.
Subaru XT.
It's the dad
I think
to
I
the
know this one.
SVX.
Yeah, these are nice. These are basically the from Initial D cars.
Kind of, yeah.
One of them is an Initial D. So
Next on this is a Mitsubishi Lantern.
nice. I've been getting into rally car or like drift car YouTube.
I know a lot of rally car people because they come in our shop for stuff.
Yeah.
Like I was telling, there's a guy who he does his things at Apparel Masters. I was talking to him about it, and he's like, "Man, the Datsun, that'd be a fun rally car. That would, I don't know, I just like rear-wheel drive vehicles. It'd be really fun on a rally
Yeah.
strip." I'm like, yeah, probably will be. We'll find out.
Well, it's funny watching like drift car and rally car, just basically like street supercar
Mm.
YouTube. It made me appreciate like only being able to get like older cars.
Yeah,
Because like I never really realized like how much better older cars are than like newer cars
they're
nowadays.
so much better.
Yeah, they
Like,
are.
If you like the Datsun, like both these cars, while they're not in the greatest condition, they're still better than any car from today that I left out in the middle of nowhere for 20 years.
Yeah. Yep.
Because if I took my Equinox, it did nothing to it. Like right now, I got undercoating spray on it, so that way it doesn't rust as well.
Yeah.
But if I didn't have that on there, I just left it in the middle of nowhere without tires
Mhm.
for 20 years, that thing would be gone.
For sure.
But then you can stumble upon an old vehicle and be like, wait a minute, what's this doing out of the weeds? What do
Mhm.
you mean I can still start it up and drive away?
Yeah, something about the simpler cars is a lot nicer, especially manuals.
Yeah.
I really want to get a manual again.
Manuals are fun.
Yeah.
I have only started learning how to drive them. But I
Oh,
like
yeah?
them. Yeah.
Manuals are really fun to drive, and the control you have when driving one, especially in snow,
Mhm.
so much nicer than a manual or than like an automatic.
Yeah. At XT, I like the e-brake positioning.
Yeah. Yep.
And
It's probably like right down here. You just kind of like like reach down and grab
Yeah,
up.
I
Yeah.
forget. I want to say the XT I'm looking at, I forget, but it might be a right side driver. I might be straight JD.
Okay.
I'm
Nice.
not positive, but I think it might be.
Okay.
I might be wrong though.
That'd be cool. Definitely be interesting.
That's what we did Sunday. Me and Grim.
Okay.
We went junkyarding, salvage yarding.
Nice. Cool.
We also found a 86 Jag
Mhm.
with a V12.
Oh, cool.
We're thinking about fixing that up and selling it.
Yeah.
Because we can get it for a decent price and sell it for like 5,000.
Yeah. How much are junkyard cars? Like a couple hundred?
It depends. The salvage yard, you gotta find like the salvage place, which basically in order to find those, you gotta know a guy who knows a guy
Yeah.
in this day and age. But then you go there, look at it. A lot of times, like the guy, he basically for what we're looking at, he said he's had them for a while. He just wants to get rid of them.
Yeah.
For the Datsun and XT, he said that he'd give us a scrap plus $50.
Nice.
Like each scrap plus $50 each.
So scrap cost plus
Yeah.
50?
Yeah.
Okay. Which I think scrap's not too high right now,
No, it's not.
considering it's like July of 2022 and last year's scrap was like ridiculously high.
It was insane though. Like me and my friend, we found 2 rare cars in one place. Like, man, we really want these. Then we go to another place and find the 2 same exact rare cars. And like, what are the odds?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
That's pretty cool though. All right, well, that's a fun tidbit. You got anything to talk about, Weez?
Nope.
All right. Well, I guess we can end this now.
Probably should.
What do you got, Pyrolis?
I need to make more money. Give me more money. Give me money.
We all need to make more money. I'd like not to
Send
work
us
7 days a
money.
week.
Yeah, same.
That would be nice.
Yeah, I feel that.
Anyways, I'm not gonna complain about that. So
I'm hopefully taking a vacation.
Yeah, I want to
soon.
be able to not make YouTube videos and make money. That would be great. It's my dream. Just free money.
man, I just want to make podcasts in YouTube videos and make money.
Yeah, I just want to do it.
You
for
just don't want to do
fun.
anything.
Yeah, just that's my goal. I'm gonna make a video that's gonna do so well that just keeps getting views, so I just don't have to do anything. That's my goal. The perfect YouTube video.
Kind of like our John Titor video
Yeah.
on Look Behind You.
Yeah.
Things got over 1,000 views.
If it gets
You're
a
welcome.
million views a day, I can make enough money off of the ad revenue.
I should just make the videos on John Titor.
You should.
Yeah, just make
It's
a
a big
whole
market.
YouTube channel about one person.
No,
It
No, no, no.
totally couldn't go wrong. You totally couldn't run out of content in the first like week or two.
Nah.
Never.
Just like you'll just count down the days. We're like, is there any
Dude,
more John Titor sightings?
Yeah, just do like a daily quote of John Titor.
I mean, there's YouTube channels based around explaining the powers of one specific anime franchise
Yeah.
that do really well.
Like Dragon Ball,
Like
SAO.
it's not even the whole show. It's just what the people's powers do.
Yeah.
That's all they talk about. And they have whole YouTube channels.
Yeah. And,
And
here
they're
we
really
are.
successful.
And here we are trying to think of thousands of other things. to
Yeah.
do. Man,
Look at them.
are we doing this wrong?
Yes.
Ah,
I need a
makes
place for a green screen right now.
sense. Could do it here somewhere,
Sure.
maybe. I don't know. What?
Nothing. I'm just thinking thoughts of thoughts.
Thoughts of thoughts.
Thoughts of thoughts.
Thoughtseize.
Thoughtsies, yeah. I
I thought sees you for one.
have a light bulb.
I counter it with the counter that makes me lose the game if I have a 5 mana next turn.
Man, you're just supposed to scoop. Go to round 2.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, actually, the card you play would
And
just
then
make you scoop.
Then I
in round
play
2.
2 Black Lotuses to pay for the
I
cost.
didn't know we were playing Legacy.
And I can play them on Flash because
Board
I
wipe.
have this thing that entered the battlefield.
I'm gonna sacrifice. What is it? The spirit.
Protective Spirit.
That thing. I'm gonna sacrifice him to make all my stuff indestructive. But I have the one commander that just boops it back to my my end step, and then I am going to place a board wipe.
I play 3 mana, target player loses next turn.
Well, too bad you just got board wiped.
I play 10 mana, tap all colors, and say goodbye, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this episode.
I
We'll
tap
see you all next
2
week.
blue
Ciao,
and a
meow.
green and play negate.
Bye, y'all. Oh, you can also find us on YouTube and podcast stuff. Bye.
Oh, sorry.
Jam yeah.